Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. Broadcasted from Konami HQ in downtown Tokyo, it's the world-renowned Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
All right, welcome to episode 4 of the MGS4 Integral Podcast. I am Sean Eystone, and once again, I'm here with Aki Saito.
Hi, everyone.
And producer Ken Imaizumi.
Hello.
So, Aki, what do we have in store today?
Okay, it's February right now. What's happening in February?
February
14th.
All right.
Ah, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Good topic, Ken. Sean, Ken, you guys might know, but it's totally different in Japan what Valentine is like. So let me just explain the difference.
All right.
Okay, in Japan, the boys receive the chocolate from girls.
Yeah.
And I thought this was worldwide. But when I grew up in America, it was totally different.
Right.
The boys have to give.
Something, right?
Chocolate is pretty common. They give chocolate, but it's usually the guy to the girl in most cases. Either that or it's kind of they exchange presents mutually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that happens also.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of interesting when I first came to Japan as an exchange student quite a while back. And I got a bunch of chocolates from all these people. And
So
And-
you were trying to tell us, you are very, very popular.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it is weird, because in America it's always just chocolate to somebody you care about, and it's not that everybody just exchanged chocolate as
Do you
a
know
formality.
why the Japanese Valentines, the girls give the chocolate to the guys?
No, actually,
Do you know who started with, this custom?
no
Right?
idea.
No.
That's, Japanese chocolate company started just because they wanted to sell more chocolate.
Wow.
Okay.
So that's
Another
why-
conspiracy here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So in Japan, the boys get anxious during the 11th or 12th or 13th, or especially on Valentine's Day, how many chocolates they get from girls.
Right.
And the funny thing is, on March 14th, 1 month after Valentine's Day, in Japan, there's a day called White Day. White as in black and white.
Right.
So the guys receive chocolates, and if they like that girl, they give a candy back
Right.
during White Day.
That's a junior high or high school student.
Right.
When you get really old and you have to buy something like luxury stuff, like a
I see.
like a brand wallet or
Watches.
Prada purse.
Yeah.
But yes, okay, so who started this White Day? So probably
Candy company.
Candy company started this White Day thing. Well, anyway,
Okay.
well, that's the difference in Valentine's Day. Okay, today, Sean, where are we at?
Okay, so today we're gonna continue with South America. We're gonna backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
We did the Naomi tracking mission earlier, and we're gonna go back to the power station level today.
Okay,
Do they have a Valentine in South America?
are you continuing to answer?
I
Just
have
wondering.
no idea. I would assume so. Though. I don't know.
Just wondering.
Is this universal? Is this universal?
I think so.
Valentine's
It's
Day?
for Saint Valentine, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right, we're gonna go to the South America power station. So, Sean, could you hook up the game and?
all right. So we're gonna load the save right now, and we want you to just load the save and don't move. First of all, because we're gonna point out a few things. So first of all, you'll see a couple of rebel soldiers in front of you. So just follow these guys for a little bit, and you'll come to a fork in the road where it goes left and right. If you just watch these guys for a while, you'll see that they're using some pretty realistic battle strategy. How would you say it? Like, I guess, battle strategies that, Mori-san
Yeah, that's what we
instructed.
right. Yeah.
Right. Everybody on how soldiers should move and act in a battlefield.
Right.
So all of these movements that you're seeing, these guys are doing, are based on reality. It's all been checked for authenticity, and we paid a lot of close attention to that while we're making the game.
So they kind of stop here and there, and they say okay, and then
Right.
move forward.
Right. So they kind of move along in two-man cells. They have watch each other's back and take cover as they move forward.
Okay.
So anyway, so you'll come to this rock, and you'll see a fork in the road that goes to the left and to the right. So what we want to do is head to the right. And as you head to the right, you'll see kind of like this ledge
Yeah.
leading up to the right, and another path heading straight ahead. And we're going to want to take the ledge heading up to the right.
Okay.
But before we do, let's just head over here because there's some crops that I want to point out. These things look like corn.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But actually what some people might not realize is that these are actually potato plants.
Potato plants.
from what I hear. Actually, a lot of the staff went to South America, and they went to Peru. And I guess they saw these plants growing around, and they thought, well, it's about the right size, right height for people to hide in. And so they wanted to use it in the game. And, a lot of people thought it was corn, but I guess when they asked one of the locals, they said actually it was a type of potato.
Very, very tall plants.
Yeah, and, supposedly, potatoes are, I guess, from Peru originally. So, yeah, we wanted to use some of the native plants and animals in there, so.
Yeah, one more thing. I wanted to talk about the plant name is Munya, which is like a real plant, not like we made it up or something. It's a real plant. You can get Munya in somewhere in the battlefield.
Right.
And then when you get the altitude sickness,
Altitude sickness.
altitude sickness, the sickness, and then you get dizzy or something.
Yeah,
like
you get sick.
And the snake will be sick too. So when you get Munya, and then you will get better.
Oh, really?
Treat it. Yeah.
When does snake get altitude sickness?
Audubon kind of mentions it.
Yeah.
Be careful of altitude sickness while you're there. And it's not that obvious, really. I mean, it's not like he just gets altitude sickness while he's walking around or anything like that. But he does get tired pretty easily, in battle situations and things like that. Your stamina will decrease, and using that munya will bring your stamina back up.
And this is true in real life.
Yeah, true in real story. I mean, some guys went to the South America for shooting some photos, and then most of the guys get the sickness, and they chew those munya plants, and then they get little better.
Oh, really?
I mean, not completely treated, but
Yeah, I heard Kimura-san got it pretty bad, right?
Yeah,
The
he
lead
got really
level
sick.
artist.
Yeah.
So he was chewing munya all the time.
Yeah,
I guess.
munya all the
Yeah,
time.
he had it in his pocket constantly.
Actually, I never got altitude sickness.
Me either.
I haven't climbed a really high location recently.
I think I've only gotten it once when I went to the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
And you don't feel it right away sometimes. Then you kind of move around for a little bit. I went hiking, and normally I could run up a hill no problem, and I was just dying by the end of it.
Then next time you get this altitude sickness, you'll look for munyas.
Look for some munya.
and choose some munyas. Okay, let's go along, John.
Okay, from these potato plants, let's just backtrack a little bit and head up that ledge that you saw to the right a little bit earlier.
And we're gonna take the high road.
We're gonna take the high road up to
Okay.
the right. And once you climb up that kind of like step-shaped ledge, you'll come to another divide in the road. And to your left, there's a low path.
Yeah.
And to the right, there's another path that goes up even higher. And
So which path are we gonna take?
so, the thing is, either way you go, it'll end up in the same place. But let's just go ahead and take the high road
Okay.
Because
Up on these.
right?
Yeah.
on the right.
Up on the boxes and then.
So climb up the boxes, then climb up onto the ledge. There'll be a gap. Jump over that. And when you get to the other side, you'll probably see some soldiers patrolling ahead of you. So go ahead and equip your Mark II pistol and try to take them out, put them to sleep without being spotted. Then jump over the next gap, and you'll get to kind of like this. You can either go straight ahead and go down to the road, or head to the left. So let's head to the left.
And make another jump.
Make
again.
one more jump.
Okay.
Okay. And when you get to the other side here, be careful because there are enemies wandering around. A good thing to do is just have your Mark II pistol ready, and if you see any movement, just go ahead and put them to sleep. You'll probably see a guy on your right here.
So now you're moving forward.
So kind of hide in this grass.
Yeah.
Take out this guy.
Good night.
And be careful because there are a lot of enemies up here. So once again, if you run into battle, just go ahead and switch your iPod off and take care of the battle first, and then come back. Immediately to your left, you'll see that there's a ledge, and there's some snipers here picking off the rebel soldiers down below.
Oh, the corn plant.
Yeah, hiding in these corn-type plants. So go ahead and take care of these guys. Just help out the rebels a little bit. Let's see in the grass.
Two guys there.
Yeah, two guys.
Two guys.
So if you had taken the lower route instead of coming up here, those guys would have sniped you.
Yeah.
Okay, now it gets a little bit complicated. There are a bunch of paths that you can take. If you look, you'll see like these power lines. And if you look towards the north, that's the direction that we want to head in. So if you look towards the north, there's like a plateau with some boxes on it. Cubes, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And what you want to do is head towards that plateau and go to the right of that plateau.
Yeah, kind of what should we say? A middle path, right?
Yeah, more or less the middle path.
Yeah.
Basically you want to be heading north. Take that middle path, and you'll see another soldier. So go ahead and put him to sleep as well. And then you'll come to another split in the road. And there are a couple paths leading to your left. Another one more or less straight ahead, and another one to your right. So let's just head straight ahead. From this vantage point, you'll see a billboard towards the, I guess, northeast. So head towards that billboard. And as you run towards that billboard, you'll notice you come to a clearing, and to your left, you'll see the power station and a mortar up on this ledge here.
Basically, we headed for this motor, actually.
Right. So yeah, the goal here is to get to this mortar.